Bonjour, French 1 students. Here is the first little bit of Lesson 12 from pages 172 and 173 in your textbook.
Leçon 12. La voiture de Roger. Compréhension orale. Listening comprehension.
Dans la rue, il y a une voiture rouge. C'est une petite voiture. C'est une voiture de sport. Dans la rue, il y a aussi un café. Au café, il y a un jeune homme. Il s'appelle Roger. C'est le propriétaire de la voiture rouge. Une jeune fille entre dans le café. Elle s'appelle Véronique. C'est l'amie de Roger. Véronique parle à Roger.
Tu as une nouvelle voiture, n'est-ce pas?
Oui, j'ai une nouvelle voiture.
Est-ce qu'elle est grande ou petite?
C'est une petite voiture.
De quelle couleur est-elle?
C'est une voiture rouge.
Est-ce que c'est une voiture italienne?
Oui, c'est une voiture italienne. Mais dis donc, Véronique, tu es vraiment très curieuse.
Et toi, tu n'es pas assez curieux.
Ah bon? Pourquoi?
Pourquoi? Regarde la contractuelle là-bas.
Ah, zut alors!
All right. Now that you've heard that, let's go back through and kind of work through a translation. So the title says, La voiture de Roger. And what we're going to see here is this is how you show possession. So literally you're saying the car of Roger, which in English we would say as Roger's car. Okay. So, this first line. Okay. On the street, there is a red car. It's a small car. It's a sports car. On the street, there is also a cafe. In the cafe, there is a young man. His name is Roger. He's the owner of the red car. A young girl enters the cafe. Her name is Veronica. She's the friend of Roger, or she's Roger's friend. Veronica speaks to Roger. You have a new car, don't you? Yes, I have a new car. Is it large or small? It's a small car. What color is it? It's a red car. Is it an Italian car? Yes, it's an Italian car. But, hey there, Veronica, you are really very curious. And you? You're not curious enough. Oh, really? Why? Why? Look at the meter maid over there. Oh, darn. So, to point out some of the things that we've learned so far in about adjectives, we have some good examples throughout here. Okay, so here we have L, right? And L here is talking about une voiture. That's why it's L. And notice here, grande ends in an E and petite ends in an E because the word voiture, which L is replacing, is feminine. Okay? Here we see that format of our adjectives, right? We know that most adjectives follow the noun they describe. And we're seeing that here with une voiture rouge, a red car. We see it here again with an Italian car. And here again. Okay? So what's happening here is a meter maid, so that would be the person that would hand out tickets. So it turns out that Roger has parked his car somewhere where he's getting a ticket. And he can't see it, but his friend can. And so she's asking these questions to find out whether or not it's his car. So taking a look at the compréhension questions, we have numéro 1. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a dans la rue? Il y a une voiture dans la rue. 2. Est-ce que la voiture est grande? Non, elle n'est pas grande. Elle est petite. 3. Comment s'appelle le jeune homme? Il s'appelle Roger. Numéro 4. Où est-il? Il est dans le café. 5. Comment s'appelle la jeune fille? Elle s'appelle Véronique. 6. De quelle couleur est la voiture? La voiture est rouge. All right, the note culturelle on page 173. Les Français et la voiture. So this is about French people and cars. France is one of the leading producers of automobiles in the world. The two automakers, Renault and Peugeot Citroën, manufacture a variety of models ranging from sports cars to minivans and buses. So perhaps you've heard of a Renault or a Peugeot Citroën before. They are available here in the United States, but they're not particularly common. To obtain a driver's license, un permis de conduire, in France you must be 18 years old and pass a very difficult driving test. French teenagers can, however, begin to drive at the age of 16 as long as they take lessons at an accredited driving school, auto-école, and are accompanied by an adult. Lessons in these schools are expensive, and it may cost you 300 euros before you pass the exam and get your official license. So let's talk about that and a little bit comparing that to what we do here in Michigan, right? Really kind of the differences are, there's some similarities and some differences. The similarities are, right, if you want to get your driver's license at 16 in Michigan, you have to take driver's ed, right? And you have to take segment 1 and segment 2. Okay? And those are fairly expensive, just like the driving lessons are in France. So that's pretty similar. The difference is, right, if you take segment 1 and segment 2 and you don't get in any trouble with your driving or pulled over during segment 2 and as you're getting your hours, then at age 16 you can get a license and you can drive a car by yourself. Notice though, in France at the age of 16 they still have to have an adult in the car until they turn 18. So that is one big difference. All right, continuing. The French driver's license is a permis à points, license with points. A new license carries with it 12 points. When a driver commits a traffic violation, such as speeding or not wearing a seatbelt, a corresponding number of points is subtracted from the license. If a driver loses all 12 points, the license is revoked and that person can no longer drive. This is a similar idea to what we have in Michigan, but they kind of do it the opposite way, right? In France, they start with a certain number of points and you lose them when you get in trouble and get a ticket or get in an accident. Here in the United States and in Michigan, right, you start with 0 points and you acquire points as you get a traffic violation, some sort of ticket, or get in an automobile accident. So again, similarities, just they approach it a little bit differently. So that is the end of this little section. Notice you don't have any homework, so this is a good time to make sure that you're all caught up in French as well as in all your other classes. Again, the end of the trimester is just a little over a week away. You're almost there. Enjoy your holiday weekend. Talk to you on Tuesday. I'm Marty. Au revoir.